Okie dokie, boys and girls, it is another day of Calisthenics Endurance. It is day 11, and today we have a pull workout. Now, it's gonna be my typical two-part pulling workout where I do my main sets and I do my finisher set. And basically, the main sets are the sets where I get stronger. Those are the sets where I really track progress. If those get stronger, I know I'm heading in the right direction. And so, compared to last time, this workout will actually be, it will look the same, right? I will do the same amount of sets for the one arm pull-up. I will do the same amount of finisher sets, but even the content is gonna look similar. But last time I did 5 sets of 3 reps on the one arm pull-up, and today I'm just gonna do those 5 sets again and try to improve a little bit. So perhaps, or what I will probably do is on the first 4 sets, I will do the same 3 reps that I did last time, exactly the same, but then on the last one, I'll try to add a rep, and that way there is 1 rep more in the workout than last time, and I know that I'm heading in the right direction. I don't aim for fast progress, but I want to basically be able to consistently add a little bit of progress as long as possible, because if I can keep stacking those little parts of progress, I guess, if I can keep stacking those up, then I know that in the long run, I'm gonna be getting way stronger than I am right now. And that's the entire point, right? So the good thing about doing the same workout over and over again is, well, you can track your progress because you can track your sets one for one compared to the previous workout. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do today. So I'm gonna do 5 sets of one arm pull-up. I am gonna do 1 set every 5 minutes. That leaves me with about, I guess, 4 minutes and a bit of rest time in between. And yeah, it's gonna be a good one. Let's go. Alright. Feeling very sore in the chest as always. It's surprising how much muscles the one arm pull up is actually working, but yeah, hopefully the rustiness fades away a little bit as the sets go on. Otherwise, it will be a tough one today, but let's see what happens. All right, all of these repetitions are looking the exact same over and over and over again. This is how you train technique. You become a robot and you do the same thing over and over again, and your body just becomes efficient at it, right? Practice makes perfect. So, set number 4, let's go. All right, set number 5. This is the one where I try to make the difference. Only 1 rep extra, but to be honest, I'm feeling tired. This is gonna be tough. Alright. Jesus Christ. Whew. That's 1 rep better than last time. it also felt way harder than last time. So when you're gradually increasing the amount of reps you do or the sets you do, just in general, the difficulty of your workout, that can mean progress, but also it can just mean that you're going more and more and more intense. And so perhaps your recovery is actually not catching up. So next time I will have to assess again, are the pull-ups becoming easier or not? And if not, it's okay to stay at the same amount of reps and sets for a while, because even if you're doing the same amount of sets and reps, you can improve the quality of those reps and make progress in that way. Perhaps do a longer dead hang in between in the case of the one arm pull-ups, but in any way, right? You're never gonna not progress, right? It's all in your mind. You just have to look for something. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the one arm pull-ups. I'm gonna move on to some chin-ups, but my back has to rest a little bit still. So what I'm gonna do in between is a couple sets of planche push-ups. All right, that's quite challenging, but some planche push-ups, and well, this is obviously not a pull movement, but in between these two exercises for pull, I just finished the chin-ups or the one arm pull-ups. I am gonna do some chin-ups, but my back is still tired, and so while my back is resting, I figured I might as well do some push-ups, and it kind of saves some time. I don't really have time or energy to train planche very often because on push days, well, my chest and shoulders are too tired from all the regular push-ups, but it's like two birds in one stone. I get to rest my back. The when I'm doing my chin-up set, 15 minutes will have passed. I will be rested quite well, and at the same time, I get to do some planche. I get to maintain my current strength, or even improve a little bit here and there. So, two more sets. Let's go. Okie dokie. So now it's time for the finisher set, and for this one as well, I'm gonna do the exact same set as last time. I'm just gonna try and improve it a little bit. Now, I try to get stronger on the main sets. The main sets, that's how I track my progress. But of course, once you're done with your main workout, you're doing your finisher sets, you might as well enjoy yourself. And for me, these finisher sets, I'm going to the max, right? And if you're going to the max, having a standard is ideal, right? It's desired because you can think that a certain amount of reps is going to be your max, but once you have a standard for yourself, it's going to be something you aim for in your mind, and mindset is everything. So last time I was able to do 6 chin-ups like with a pause at the top with 20 kilos added to my body, and so last time it felt quite hard, but this time I know, hey, I can get 6 reps. Let's try for 7. Last time 7 didn't even occur in my head. It wasn't the target. I was just seeing when things got tough, and now I know when things get tough, but also I know that, hey, perhaps there is something beyond that. Perhaps I can push myself further or pull myself further in this case. But anyway, that's kind of going to be the point of this set, right? One set, maxing out. Last time, 6 reps. Now let's go for 7. And then I'm going to rest a little bit at the bottom after I've gone to my max and do some reps with momentum as well. But the main part of this set is going to be chin-ups, chest to bar, pause at the top. So let's go. Oh boy. Oh, that's an insane burn. I've mentioned it before, but I'll mention it again. Try to aim your chest upwards, and by doing so, aiming your chest upwards, trying to squeeze your elbows together behind your back, you're just activating all of those smaller muscles in your mid back and your shoulders as well. It's a chin up, but I barely feel my biceps. The contraction happens, or the focus point is entirely on the back end. Holy hell, yeah, I am pumped now. Ah, I guess the lighting isn't too good at the moment. Okie dokie, so that's gonna be it for today's workout, and well, calisthenics endurance. It's not an easy task. Every day I'm getting more and more tired from the push ups, and well, I'm feeling more of the repercussions. But when it comes to today's pull workout, even though it felt heavier, it felt more draining than last time, I'm happy that I'm able to do the same workout under those circumstances. And when it comes to maintaining some stuff, you're going for a goal, you're trying to maintain something else. If you just aim for maintenance, I feel like oftentimes what's going to happen quickly is you're actually going to regress. But if you aim for even a little bit of progress on whatever thing you're trying to maintain, it's a different switch in mindset. And so I feel like you actually lose the progress, or you lose your level in whatever you're trying to maintain, not as quickly. And of course, there's a balance to that, because the more energy you spend on a certain thing, on whatever you're trying to maintain, well, the less energy you're going to have for your actual goal. And so you have to be careful of that. But, I think, to me, there is like, it's very difficult to just train for maintenance and just, do the same thing over and over again. I would rather like have some passion in my workouts and shoot for some improvement. And so if you want to do that, you know, go for it by all means, right? Just make sure that you always remember you only have so much energy to spend, and so spend it wisely. But that's gonna be it for today's workout. Very happy with how it went, and I'll see you tomorrow for, well, it's Thursday. I think it's gonna be another push session. We'll see.